We're live. So get excited.
Woohoo!
What's our title? Is Younique going to launch in Europe? That's what the rumor is, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So we've just been here chatting because that's what we do, and that's what girls do, and that's what's the best thing about this business is we just get to talk. And everybody gets to kind of listen in on what our minds are thinking. So I don't know, what direction should we take this in? Where we think it'll be, what products might be coming to us? Like, where do you ladies want to go with this?
Maybe let's just quickly introduce ourselves and then
Oh, that would help.
why we joined Younique in the first place and why we're excited about the new launch.
We'll take it away. You first, Lori.
Okay. Hey everybody, I'm Lori, and why I joined Younique. So Andrea, who you've heard already, is actually my sponsor, and I was not really looking for any kind of business opportunity. But I heard her talking about Younique, and I was a little bit burned out in the network marketing industry and was just kind of an affiliate blogger. But I'm a makeup artist, cosmetologist, so I thought, okay, let me try out this makeup. And I signed up just to get the kit, and I said, look, I don't know if I'll love it. If I don't, then I don't. But if I do, then watch out. So I got my kit and I fell in love with it, and I immediately started making videos and blogging and promoting it, and the rest is history. I've been in Younique for 6 months now, and I love it. But my why now, as far as working the business, is because I would like to bring my husband home and replace his income so we can both parent our kids together in the same home.
Aww.
Yeah,
You're so sweet.
he's been off for 2 days, and I said it could be like this every day. I'm like, every day could be like this, and I want him to pursue like what he's excited about, and I love this, and this is what I'm excited about, so it's a no-brainer.
How long have you two been married?
8 years.
Oh, see, you guys are still young. So, Whitney, Whitney, let's hear a little bit about you. What's your why, and when did you join?
Okay. First, Lori did not say what status she was
I'm
either.
an orange status presenter, so I don't know. I'm two levels away from the top.
That's amazing. So I am Whitney's husband. I have been with Younique since September of 2013. I initially joined because I was with the previous company and I was back in school full time, and I just wanted to make maybe like $500 a month. So I was like, I'll just do both companies and I'll, finish school. Well, that changed like within 2 days. No one where I lived knew what Younique was. It was almost a year old. However, it had not made it to the area within like 120 miles of where I lived. So I just saw this huge opportunity, and I knew that it would be hard because I knew that nobody would know what it was, and you know how it is whenever something's new, and you have to go through the hard stuff of getting it in people's hands and getting them to trust the product. So I set on a mission to do that. We started growing very quickly, and it just got huge really fast, and I saw this opportunity, and since being in network marketing before, I knew that this could change people's lives and bring people home from work. And I'm a single mom, so it's just me and my little boy, and I reached the top of the company in less than 4 months, and I think my why totally changed then. Since then, it was about financial freedom for me and paying off everything. I'm 100% debt free now. 17 months later, we own our own house. We are, I like to say it in like different ways. Like, we are rich in like the good ways. Like, we are free. Nobody tells us what we can do. And I have an amazing team full of some really strong leaders, and that just makes this 10 times better for me. I choke up when I talk about it, but um, so my why now and my passion now is helping as many women as I possibly can change their life for whatever their dream is, whatever their success is, whatever it is to them. Whether it's just to make $500 a month, or it's to, like you said, replace a full-time, very good income and come home to your family. If that is your why, then I 100% back it. And my sole mission this year, I did even make a dream board. I'm bad, I know. Because my mission this year is honestly to just change people's lives. And when I know that I'm a part of that, it just makes all this a million times more worth it. So
it sure does.
Yes, it does.
It just the small little ripple that I've made with this company has made me. I'm against MLMs. I don't like them. And then I found Younique, and it turned everything upside down because I didn't understand the power of changing people's lives, more in particular women. I found in everything I've ever read and researched, if you have the resources to change just one woman's life, not change her life, but empower her, let her work within her passion, or let her have freedom to explore her own creativity, she literally changes the entire community around her, because everybody looks to her, and it kind of opens up spaces within themselves to do what they want to do as well. So I'm Andrea. What am I? I'm green status. Yay! And my why. I think that is my why. My why changes a lot. But the premise behind my why is always to empower other people so that they can live a life of passion. I don't think that we should ever have to just keep working and working and working and working and never enjoy our families. I think the society is totally flip-flopped, where we work for the best years of our life, and then when we're kind of not really feeling it anymore, like, yeah, done that, been there, done that, that's when our freedom kicks in, and it doesn't make sense to me. So if there's a way for me to figure out how to reverse it, I want to be the one to figure it out and share it with the world. So that's kind of my why. Yeah, I don't want to bring my husband home. I love him to pieces. If he ends up coming home, that's fantastic. But that's not my driving force, because he's like my biggest, bestest friend. But he's part of the children as well. So it would be, if I had the opportunity to bring someone home, it would be my mom. I would retire her early, and so she can cook and clean and enjoy her grandchildren, and I like to see that, and then me and my husband can go and travel the world. But so with all of that, now we are getting some really fantastic news that there's this big secret about to come out in Younique, and I was literally, when I read that in your group, Whitney, I was holding my phone. I'm like, and my husband's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, there's some big news. There's big news. We're gonna get launches. We're getting new products." And he's like, and I'm like, oh, forget it. I'm Voxering Lori, so that I'm having a dance party, and I Voxer Lori, and she's just as excited as me, and I'm glad. I'm glad that there's this new shift taking place. So rumor has it we're going to be in the European countries, which is a lot of fun. Too bad we don't all speak 100 languages like they do in Europe. But we have Google Translate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love something that you said there, Andrea, and it was about dreaming. And as I heard Whitney say that she had gotten debt free, I really kind of was starting to lose faith in this industry because I had been not in for a long time, but for a couple years. And so when I see people like Whitney, people like yourself, people like I will say Younique is the first company I've actually been able to pay a car payment off, like a whole car payment. To me, that was kind of like Whitney. Like if I can just make $500 a month, that's where my belief level was, And then when at 5 months in, I like more than doubled that, and I was like, OMG, I have never seen this kind of income from a direct sales company. And then my why kind of started to shift in how can I help other women get this and believe and raise their belief. Because I remember talking to Whitney and I said, gosh, I don't know if I can hit green or I don't. And she's like, girl, you're going to go beyond green. And I didn't believe her. And sure enough, I did. So I'm just thrilled to be part of this, wherever it is that we take this launch. I'm just thrilled to be part of it. So thank you for introducing me to it.
High five.
High five.
It was totally by accident for me too. I was a kidnapper. I was just looking. I'm a supernatural mama, and I read the ingredients of absolutely everything that touches the surroundings of my family. And when I was actually able to read and recognize every single ingredient in Younique's mascara, that was it. I was sold. I said, I need it. And Ashley, she just kind of added me to her group, and I had looked at it briefly, and like, oh, because I was using MAC, because under the whole Estee Lauder umbrella, they are pretty cruelty-free, so I know it eliminates a whole lot of ingredients that I usually look for. And so when I saw this, I went and clicked on the ingredient list, and I was shocked. I was like, man, this is actually clean. I can put this on my body. I can put it on I can lick the brush and be okay. So that was it. I asked Ashley, and I said, where do I get it? How much does it cost? And sign me up. And she's like, oh, well, this, that, and the other thing. And shipping to Canada is a little bit expensive. So I was like, well, she's like, if you can just become a presenter. I'm like, yeah, I can. I'm kind of doing something right now, though. And she was doing the same thing as me. We're kind of doing something. And I was like, yeah, just give me the kit. I have a makeup artist girlfriend. If I don't like it, then I'll just give her the rest of the kit. Because I'm not a makeup girl. I do not wear makeup. Now I do. But before, it was mascara, lip gloss, that's it. And if I was feeling really, really exciting, then I might put on a little bit of blush or something and go out with my girls. But that was it. And so when I got the kit, that was it. I was sold. I loved everything. I'm a believer. And my friends were like, if you're wearing this, it must be high quality stuff. Like it takes a lot to convince me of cosmetics. It takes a whole lot to convince me. So when I'm being barged in on. No. So when I finally decided, yes, I'm gonna run with this, then Lori, that's when she took notice, because we were all doing the same thing. And she's like, so, what are you doing? I'm like, I pay my bills in makeup. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, really. Because like her, I lost total faith. I was an affiliate marketer, and I was okay with that. And I didn't ever want to look at another MLM. And I didn't even know the comp plan. I knew nothing. I just knew I loved this makeup. And that was it. And yeah, once Lori signed on, we both kind of started our own fires together, and it took off from there. But for a while, I didn't even pay any attention to it. And then it's been magic ever since. I love it.
And all of our products are EU certified, right?
Oh, are they? I don't know. I hope so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever.
You certified?
That was when they, I don't know exactly what it's called, but that's when they moved it to the United States. Every single thing that we have was ready to go, and everything is EU compliant, or which is amazing because the United States doesn't care near as much.
Well,
So,
there's a lot of countries that care even less, which is why I had to look so hard for a cosmetic company.
mhm,
So many countries don't care. So many cosmetic companies don't care. You have
no.
no idea, ladies, what you're putting on your face. It's
But no,
gross.
ours is really, really good. I guess I could give like some info on how Younique works.
Yeah.
Okay, so you join. You get a makeup kit full. It's about double the price of what it costs. The makeup is about double that. Is how much it's worth. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what any prices will be. In the United States, it's $99. So if you just kind of convert it, it's usually about the same, depending on the taxes and fees and stuff like that. But Younique also takes in a lot of the shipping charges. So they try to make that very user-friendly, and we always have a free shipping option for bulk orders. And we are opening in where for the warehouse?
Um,
The,
s-
the Netherlands?
yeah, Lori knows.
Yeah.
Where are we opening in for the
Oh,
UK
so they're going to set
distribution?
up a distribution center in the Netherlands.
Yes. Yes. So that is coming, and that is in the works. So that's going to be a huge, huge benefit for all of Europe.
Yeah.
So that's just joining. Once you join, you never, ever, ever have another fee, auto ship, or anything like that. So it's unheard of. You literally buy your makeup and you get to keep it, and you can decide to sell, or you can decide to just buy some more makeup. Um, and whenever you sell a product or you order a product, we all pay the same price, um, the retail price from your website, and you get your commissions within 3.5 hours. So that's also huge, huge, huge for us. And another thing that I really love is how it's only 125 PRS, so that's our personal retail sales, to stay active in a 3-month period. That's literally like um,
What, 6 mascara or so?
four, yeah, like 4.5 mascaras, I think, or 5. Yeah, so it's that's in 3 months. So it's super easy to stay active, and as long as you're active, you're always getting your commissions, and your website is free of charge, and it's open, and anybody can order and join your team and whatever anytime. So it's pretty simple. That's what I really love about it.
Yeah, so maybe we should talk about ladies that are interested in this opportunity and the type of support that they would get in signing up with our team. So we're all under Whitney's team. She's our Black status. I always lose like the word. I call them like the Black status super elite executive exemplary. I kind of get them all mixed up. I'm like, the Black status top chicks. Okay, she's our Black status top chick. And then I guess I don't know how it trickles down, but we're all on her downline basically. The name of my team is called the Interlationals, and Whitney's the Lash Stars. What's the name of your team, Andrea?
Lash slingers.
The Lash Slingers. So,
And
and a lot of times, what was that?
between me and Andrea is Ashley. So y'all are just right under me. And then right above me is my sponsor, and her sponsor are all 3 top leaders in the company. So all of us are top leaders in the company. So we are like squished in right together. Our information trickles down from one to the other. I have the support of all of them, and I always try to make sure every bit of information they give me is given to our team. So Yeah, we have
Is the
really
fifth
good support.
top earner in the company, by the way. She's number 5,
Oh,
by the way.
Is that
okay.
number 5 in the top earners?
I don't know, like it fluctuates, 4, 5, 6.
She's
Mm-hmm.
being modest.
Yeah, so just know that you're going to get the best training, and we are all, even though we have separate groups, you have access to all of our groups, and you have access to us on Facebook, and, I personally talk to people, message them. I've gotten on the phone with, my presenters in the UK, so it's just, we're here for you.
Mm-hmm. We do. We have a really, really, really good good support system. So, and
I
I
had
learned it the hard way. I was in a company that had no support system. So that was one thing I brought to when I came to this business. I was like, I will never do that. I cannot. It was miserable. I fully believe that your success is your own and it's not dependent upon your sponsor. But who's going to say it doesn't hurt to have a sponsor or an upline that's really good, with helping?
right,
And so our information is always it's team-wide. The training website, YouTube, our groups, everything is always team-wide. So everyone's always getting information that they need as long as they're, seeking it out.
right. I didn't realize how awesome our training is and how awesome our team is until I worked with ladies from another team. I've done vendor shows with other women, and they're not given anything or any guidance, and they're like, "Help us, Andrea!" Like, sure, like I've received this information freely, and I've been stuffed full of information between the files tabs in all of the groups that I have. I was like, what do you need to know? Oh, well, what do I do to follow up with a cold lead? I'm like, really? You're not given that information? Somebody's not? No, there's nothing. So it took a little bit out of my time and away from my team, but gosh, I had no idea how many women start this for a hobby and just kind of collect other women under them and leave them kind of hanging. But if you don't know, you don't know, right? So just so you know, that's not going to take place with our team because we obviously all of us have that same goal and mission. I'm just hearing it from both of you tonight that it's for the women and for a business, and so you can get free. And something that a lot of women didn't know is we don't get commissions off of our personal signups. We only get commissions off of how great our team does. That is it. And of course our personal sales. But we can't just sign up a whole bunch of people and make a whole bunch of money. We have to empower you, uplift you, and motivate you to do better and be better. That's the only way we can grow too. So I thought I'd slide that in there.
That's something that I like to tell people too. They're like, you don't make money off people joining your team, and I'm like, no. And they're like, how do you make money? I'm like, from training them. So building leaders, that's just I said it I don't know, like 6 months or so ago. I came into my leader group and I was like, our mission and our team is to create a culture of strong leaders. I will not accept anything less. Like that's what we're here for and that's what we do. So
yeah, I love that too. When I actually looked into the comp plan, because I just signed up, I really didn't have the mindset that I was going to make a lot of money with Younique. I just thought, okay, I'm going to sign up and I'm going to get some great makeup. Hopefully, that's what I was hoping for. And then when I found out that you didn't actually get a bonus or any kind of incentive from just signing people up, I actually loved that because it takes away people who just are very good at recruiting just to get bonus pay. And you only get paid when your recruits actually make sales and make money themselves. And I loved that because I sleep well at night. I don't feel like, I don't know. I just loved it. That's all I can say is I loved it. But I do, as far as the team training and all that goes, I like that we work together. So, for instance, Andrea's done vendor fairs. I've done vendor fairs. if there's somebody's interested in that kind of information, we can say, oh, talk to Andrea and Lori. They've done vendor fairs. Or, oh, you know, Whitney's terrific with, she's got a whole site. It's, what is the name of your site? WhitneyHusband.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a whole training site. It's password protected with files that you could go through forever, which leads me to another point. When you first come in, I do remember this with the UK launch. A lot of girls were overwhelmed and inundated with so much information that they were like, I don't know where to start. But that's where we're here to guide you in a very easy, simple, step-by-step process so that you don't get information overload. So we're totally here to guide you through the whole stepping and, you know, getting you to your success.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually why I made that website, was because we had just came out of convention, and we all know when you go to convention, it's crazy after. And I was going to Greece, thanks to Younique, a month after. And then the month after that, I was going on the cruise to Bermuda, thanks to Younique. So I was like, I have to do something. I have to have somewhere for these girls to go, because I'm going to be in another country and not be able to answer, you know, my phone, my messages all the time. So I was like, okay, if I can just start with basics and go all the way to how to get to black status. We have how to start, how to get black, all the way in our training. And it's all right in front of you. And it's like 40 pages of stuff. It's a lot. But you don't have to read it all the time. You just, you know, read as you go, and it's there for everyone on our team. So that's the main reason why I made it, because it was information overload for me. Even helping someone new was too much. So I knew if we had it all organized, it works a lot more efficiently for everyone.
Yeah, those who want it will get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so nice to actually work from home. I remember when I launched my stepdaughter's party, I had the flu, and I was on my laptop in my bed, and she had, I think she sold about $600 in her first launch party, and I was, you know, red nose, coughing, sneezing, body aches, but you know what? I could help her make money from home, and I didn't have to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know anywhere else that you can do that. It was awesome. It is awesome.
You can't.
I have to fluff up Younique for this, because I have 4 children, and they're 6, 4, 2, and 1 year old. There's no way that I can have a home party without every single one of them grabbing a blush brush, a lip gloss, running around with something, underwear on their hair for attention, or you name it. It would take place at a home party. And not everybody else has the money to give their children to a sitter 3 nights a week just for a 2-hour party that may or may not be successful. You know, I love, love, love that I can really be in my pajamas, Lori can be sick, and somebody else can be in the UK, and we can all be making what we need to make, or coming together how we need to come together. I found that with a lot of these other traditional companies in cosmetics, if it doesn't take place in your home or neighborhood, you really can't have a business, because we have the capacity to be in the UK and in Canada and in the United States and in Australia and still be coming together as a community, as a sisterhood, chatting and meeting all these women through mascara, for crying out loud. Like, who would have thought mascara would bring so many women together in one place? And it's borderless, you know. There's no, oh well, I can't make it to your house because you live in Australia. You know, well, come into my living room, because all you need really is your phone. You don't even need a laptop. You can do this whole business from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so freeing for someone like me with 4 children. I had just accepted that I wouldn't have to I was going to do affiliate marketing until I could do these hotel parties and bring people to this and that and the other thing. And I actually had that in my mind. It's okay. You know, I'll wait 4 years until my children are okay to be without me, because I'm an attached parenter. And my children don't do well without me. I feel sorry for any babysitter. But it really it fit my whole lifestyle so perfectly. And I'm going to be going back to school to finish my degree, which is going to be so awesome. And thanks to Younique. And I'll be in Jamaica. See you there, Whitney.
We're going to.
Yeah, I'm excited about Jamaica myself. This will be the first time, yeah, that I've ever even thought that I could possibly get on one of those free trips. Like, I always wanted to be one of those girls holding I call it the Big Happy Gilmore check. I never have had a Big Happy Gilmore check, but like, it's on my dream board. I want a Big Happy Gilmore check. For those of you who may not know what that is, you'll have to, I don't know, maybe I'll blog about it and put a picture. Cardboard checks, you know?
Are you talking about like the one that I have?
Do you have one?
I have the 10,000 one.
Yeah, the big check, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I have the race to 10K, the 10,000 bonus.
I wish I had that, man. So maybe they have to bring that back. I already hit 10K in sales, but all I got was a charm.
No, this is actually, speaking of the new, every new launch will have this. So the first presenter to Black status in each new country, okay, so say we have one launch, we have multiple countries, who knows, we don't know, but each country will have their own triple digits club, which is the first 999 presenters, and the first person to Black status in that country will be flown to Utah to the headquarters, and they will receive a $10,000 cash bonus check.
Wow.
So 10 of us in the United States and Canada got it. I don't know that anybody in Canada. I don't think so. No. Okay. So, but when we did the 10,000, it was the only countries were open were United States and Canada. We did it together. So the first 10 Black status presenters in our race to 10K, so it was our race to 10,000 presenters, each of us got a $10,000 cash bonus. And it's not a paid out over time. It's not a hold your rank, get $500 a month check. It is, you get the big, huge Happy Gilmore check, but they deposit $10,000 into your bank account. So,
yeah.
So that's like, yeah.
I love that. Because, for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm actually really dreaming. You know what I mean? Like, I think it was Ashley and Andrea that I had said when I got my first, what do you call it, the bonus pay that we get on the 8th?
Our royalties.
Okay, I had dreamed of having a MacBook. Okay, here's my MacBook I bought. A MacBook Pro, because they were too expensive. I could never afford one, and I just bought my UGG boots. Those were on my dream board. And it's not all about material possessions. I have my daughter in a private school. It's just about enriching people's lives and like actually being able to help others. I mean, giving to charities. It's just, I don't know. I feel like my world has totally expanded because of Younique, and before it was a world of sadness. Not complete sadness, but you know what I mean? It was like, you're kind of like, oh yeah, that happens for other people, but it doesn't happen for me. But it can happen for you.
It can. It really can. And our sisterhood's so awesome. And we all become friends. Like, I didn't have any friends outside of Texas. I mean, no, I didn't really know anybody outside of Texas. And my first one was the one that was my first Black, and she's from Vermont, and we're really good friends. I mean, she's like almost lives in Canada, and
she's almost Canadian.
Yeah, and I have friends in Australia now, and I have friends in New Zealand, and I have friends in the UK, and I have a lot of Canadian friends now, and like I had never even left the United States until I went to Greece.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. No, actually, that's
So,
so funny. Yeah, Andrea and I become like we call each other BFFs because, and we've never met other than Google Hangouts, but we'll sit here on Voxer and be like, "Hey, girl, what's up? What are you doing?" You know, and we'll sit here and we'll chat. The UK girls are hilarious because they're 7 hours ahead of me, so at midnight they're all waking up, and we're just going to bed. And if they can't sleep and they have insomnia, guess who they message? And we're sitting there just messaging. Yeah, it's really great.
Sticker wall.
They've taught me so much like UK lingo. It's really great. Yeah.
I know. I see you type it to me sometimes. I'm like, that
Yeah.
is not talk.
The little kisses, I always they've got me in the habit of doing this little kiss at the end of every sentence. And saying brilliant and fabulous and
I love it. I
yeah.
love expanding the horizons. My whole life I have dreamed of traveling the world, and I never thought I would really leave. And I don't even have to leave. Like, it's just getting to know these people. Like you said, like we meet on Google Hangouts. Like, it's really what we do. And when you meet somebody in person, like you all come to convention together, you're just like, ah! And it's just awesome. So.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to already know somebody before you meet them. Like one girl that Brittany, you know Brittany Kaplan. I met her on Instagram because she's all over Instagram, and like I'm excited to meet her. I feel like I already know her, and yeah, I love it. I love our Y sisterhood.
I do too.
So, but I don't think I have anything else unless you guys have anything else.
No, get excited, world.
That are messaging me about this new market launch. They want to know about it.
Do we want to give our speculations?
Ooh, yeah. Let's give our speculations. Go ahead.
I think France.
Yay!
I've always thought France.
Bonjour, France.
Mama's going to Paris.
I think France also, but then I also think maybe it's the whole European, just all of Europe. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, but I think for sure if it was just one, I think it would be France too. That would be my guess.
France loves makeup.
Yeah.
And,
do they do like local launches?
Mm-hmm.
Like we can fly ourselves to France and maybe.
I mean, I'm not opposed to going to
under the Eiffel Tower.
Not opposed at all.
Oh, I know that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people speculate like Spain and Germany and Italy.
Okay.
So I'm excited. How many more days?
5.
4?
4. 4 in 1 hour.
Are they announcing it on the 30th or the 31st?
Mm-hmm.
30th.
The 30th. At noon Pacific, I think.
So we have 4 days till we can all just freak out.
Okay, no, products now. Our blush.
Oh. Do you mean to go get the new ones that I have?
You got new products?
You got new
I have
products?
the beauty blenders, the beauty buds.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she was talking about the 6 new products that they're going to release too.
Hang on, I'll go get them.
Okay, I think we're gonna get stains in like every color.
I think we're going to get a bronzer, and I would love to see lipsticks, but unless the 6 new products are 6 lipsticks, but I would love to see a bronzer, and I would love to see is actually a palette, because sometimes when you're on the go,
is what I would like, or a way that we can make a palette.
Yeah, a way to make a palette. We're talking about like our wish list. If you had palettes, I would just flip out.
Well, I got a couple things.
Okay. Whitney's got
I guess I was thinking this a minute ago. We needed to show them the famous.
Yes.
Okay, can you see?
Yeah.
Yes. This is your magic mascara. Let me show them real quick. Okay. It's a three-step process. So you have your transplanting gel and your green tea fibers. Your gel is going to be just like mascara. It goes on just like you do mascara. And then you take these little fibers, and you can see them. They're just little bitty green tea, 100% natural fibers. And you brush them on your eyelashes while that gel is still wet. Let it dry for a couple seconds and finish with your gel again, and voila, you have amazing lashes. But,
Like, you can see my lashes. I have the world's strangest lashes, but when I look up, they're very big. I could probably breathe wind.
Mine are dirty, but these are the two things we know for sure are coming in March.
Yay.
So if you've never used a beauty blender type product for your foundation, you're completely missing out. These come in a set together. It's a little purple one and the smaller one for like your eyes and your nose and stuff. I actually use this one for foundation, and I use this one for my highlighting. And because we're really hoping that this is something we're getting. You see it?
Lip stain.
Yes. Everyone wants lip stain. It's just, this one was a deep berry red, I think is what they called it. And it just glides right on.
I love it because it's kiss-proof, and it's, you can drink, and it doesn't leave the mark on your glass.
Nope. Amazing.
My mother absolutely loves the stain, and she was like, okay, where can I buy some more? I'm like, yeah, we don't sell it. She's like, what? I eat lipstick. She will go through so much lipstick because she just eats it off. Like, she'll put it on, and before she leaves the house, it's already off of her lips. And she was so surprised that she got to work and then back home from work, and she still had beautiful, vibrant lips. Mm-hmm. So she sold. She's going to buy the whole company out.
It's good stuff. Hey, and what I like about it that I've tried with, like, I don't know if you've ever tried any like lip pumpers, or I have one of those, like I have a Tarte glossy. It's like half gloss, half stain, half balm. Maybe it's 1/3 of each, not half. But it gives like a really weird tingling feeling. And plumpers do that too. And this doesn't do that. Like, it just goes on, you know, like there's no weirdness to it. And I don't like my lips to feel weird. So it goes on, no residue, like, you know, really think we're
getting it. It's very toxic-less. Yay. Mm-hmm. It gets my vote.
Mine too. So maybe that's what it's going to be.
Yay.
Oh, so what's your wish list, Whitney? We're wishing for a palette. I want a customized palette. Lori just wants a palette.
A customized palette would be nice, you know, because right now our pigments come in a loose little like pot. But if we could get something like this, you know, like all ready to go, because I'm one of those people that half the time I do my makeup, I do it in my car. I'm not even gonna lie, not while driving, but like in a parking lot, like after I drop off a child or I'm waiting to pick up a child. I'm like sitting here doing my makeup, and the lady next to me is like this. And then she sees my big sticker on the back of my car, and she's like, do you have that mascara? And I'm like, actually, yeah, I do. Do you want some? Well, I make a lot of my sales that way. I have had ladies come up and knock on my window. It's kind of funny.
I do want a palette, and not for me. I mean, I would like to have it for like traveling, but that's one of my hardest things about selling eyeshadows is all my friends are so on the go. Like, when I wear makeup, I wear makeup. Like, I sit down in my room, in my bathroom, and I put on my makeup. If I'm going somewhere random town, I might put on some mascara, and that's all you're getting out of me. So So for palettes, for me, only traveling, but for my friends, everyone wants a palette.
Yeah.
I think makeup remover has been a big request. A liquid eyeliner, yes, but I told Mukhtar we have our own chief scientist, and he has tons of patents and things in skincare. He's fabulous, and I met him at convention, and I went and talked to him, and I was like, "Do you see this face? This is this is 26 and no wrinkles. I want to keep it that way, Mukhtar. Okay." I said, so in 10 years, I'm going to be your face of Younique. I'm going to be 36 years old, and I'm not going to have any wrinkles, okay? So I want fabulous skincare. We already have a line starting really good, and I have a feeling it's going to be a lot added on to that because that's like his specialty. So I've always cared about what goes on my face and the makeup that I wear. So I give that because I live on a lake. I'm an avid tanner. I'm white right now because I haven't been tanning, but I'm normally really dark, and I've made it this far with not even a crow's feet.
I can't believe you're only 26 years old.
26, isn't that lovely? I just sold mascara to a 20-year-old today.
I'm 50, and this is what our Uplift Eye Serum has done. I'm
not 50. Go to bed.
I am older than both of you.
I do. I love Uplift because that's just, that's how I'm going to keep it wrinkle free.
I started putting it on my husband. The men, they secretly use our Uplift Eye Serum.
Mm-hmm. They do. A lot of them do that. Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, give me some of that stuff that's helping your eyes. Here you go. If they come out with something for guys, just call it stuff.
Some stuff.
You can just put like a piece of duct tape on it, make it look masculine.
I would love to see some lipsticks. A liquid eyeliner. Because I am on the go a lot, and I know our pigments work awesome for an eyeliner, but then like when you are on the go, you want something you can just grab and just pull it out and put it on real quick,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about the blushes that are coming in a palette because I just fluff, I fluff it everywhere. So when it's in a palette, I'm gonna be so excited about that. Plus my daughter gets in there and she's like, "Ooh, makeup," and it's like red face. But at least it's, at least I know it's pure pigment. It's not all cool chemicals. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we'll get anything for men.
I don't know. Awake or Illuminate. Sorry, I'm from Awake. I'm from Awake times. That's what came in my starter kit. So, but yeah, I mean, Illuminate. Maybe making.
I don't even know what else they would. What's cosmetic for men? I don't know.
Like
aftershave
creams and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Soap on a rope. Just kidding. I think they might come out with a night cream because there's a lot of women that do want to preserve their beauty, and so having like a night cream or like even a facial scrub. Sometimes I'll get our cleanser and I'll put some of my facial scrub in and I'll blend it together and just scrub my face. But I don't know, maybe like a mask.
Have you ever tried it with sugar?
Just regular old sugar?
Yes, it makes a scrub. And you can leave Illuminate on your face and let it dry for about 5 minutes as a mask.
Really?
See, you should do a tutorial on that.
Yes, please.
I want to see it all over your face, and I want to see it dry.
Next hangout. How about we all do it next hangout? Huh?
I will show up, and then we'll go wash, and then we'll talk about our differences. Yeah.
Oh, you're crazy.
Now you know what, Andrea and I, we do hangouts all the time because we can sit here and talk forever. We actually had a male viewer once. He goes, "Hey, are you guys going to do more of those hangouts because you're a lot more interesting to listen to than the TV?" I was like, sure. Let's talk about.
Hey, I can get going. All you have to do, I'm just very impromptu. I don't do a script. I don't do outlines. You can give me a bulleted list of topics, and I'm good to go. Because it comes from in here, you know. I'm full of it. So I'm always down. I tell people all the time, I'm like, what do y'all want videos of her? And like they'll say something I've already done, and I'm like, no, I want like a specific topic. Like, give me 3 words, and I'll go. You know.
Yeah.
I love sharing everything that we learn.
So if you could give advice to a new presenter that started, that really wanted to work the business to make a full-time career out of it, and you could give her a piece of advice on reaching her goal, what would you tell her would be the best thing?
Go on ahead and take you a big old cat nap before you join. First, get you some sleep. And I know for me and for another one of my blacks who did it very quickly too, we told our families, we need 6 months. You need to, and her kids were older, and I thankfully had a lot of help. And we told them 6 months. I need 6 months. There's not going to be dinner. I'm hardly ever going to wash clothes. My house is going to be a disaster. I'm going to be stressed out. But I need 6 months to build a foundation for myself. And that is something that I did. You'll hear it over and over from all kinds of entrepreneurs. We don't sleep. We take naps.
Yep.
And as you know, it's 12:30 my time, and I have been doing this for 17 months. I can probably count on one hand I've gone to bed before 10 o'clock. It never happens. So sleeping is not going to happen. So go ahead and prepare yourself. And all the activities that you do, make sure they are something that is income producing. On our training website, I don't know if y'all have seen it, I just posted it. I actually put a list of income producing activities, just some ideas of things that are. So, you know, always selling your parties, following up, building relationships with people that have purchased your products, people that are interested in your products, even if they're not buying and they're not joining, building a relationship with them so that they trust you. They may either join your team one day, they may become a loyal customer for you, or they may send you somebody that ends up being your next rock star. You never know. So those are like the most important things. And then just simply every month doing the same steps to success, you know, every month. It's not hard. I don't think you should come into this business and be like, I want to be black status. That's everyone's goal, and it should always be back in the back of your mind and on your dream board or whatever. But you have to take it step by step. Your first step is to get to yellow, which is the specific goal of 1,000, PRS. After that is your fast start and your pink. So you're just, every month you have specific goals that you want to meet, and I think doing that, it ultimately lands you in promotions without you even realizing that they're coming. So, and don't overcomplicate it. It's not hard, and it's fun. And never forget your why and why you did this, and let your why change. There's nothing wrong with letting your why change, and just having fun. If you're not having fun, you need to take a step back and realize why you're not having fun, and then start having fun again. Because we have fun.
That's
a lot of fun.
Someone once said that. They said if you're in a network marketing company, direct sales company, and what you're doing isn't fun, like you're not enjoying it, and you're trying to portray that it's fun, people can see that. They can see that you're not having fun. And the other day, my husband was out, like, asleep on the sofa, and all my kids were asleep, and I just turned on some old house music, and I just had a makeup party, and it was like 12:30 at night, and I'm with my phone, and I'm like, taking selfies. It's like, how about now? How about now? How about now? And I took like 20 selfies, And I post them on Instagram. I post them on my Facebook fan page, and then I like had so many comments and so many people message me. But it's because they could see that I was having fun. It wasn't like, oh God, I got to get the makeup out and try to sell some mascara. You know, it just it was really fun. Oh, then I did a video on top of that. But
Let's talk about your video. Do you remember the alien eyes video challenge?
oh yeah, and you got me hooked on that.
You were killing me. Like that's like the first time I really like ever encountered you, and I was just like, who is this girl? You had me rolling.
I actually created a character, and she has her own page.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, and her name is LaFonda.
Yes, I knew it was LaFonda.
What was that?
I knew it was LaFonda. I can't forget. I mean,
Oh, well, I made like 3 or 4 videos, so I didn't know which one you watched, but
I've seen a lot of them. I think I've seen them. I don't remember which one you posted on the challenge the first time.
the first one, I think it was like the girl in the bar that, and then there was get Ashley out of
Yeah.
bed.
It was getting Ashley out of it, and she's like pregnant, about to pop, and
And I was like, girl, you better make your video, get out of bed. And yeah, I've had too much fun with that app.
we need to do that again. That was
I think we
so
should because it was a fun way to get the girls making videos without feeling self-conscious.
Mhm.
And you know, I'll give you all a tip if you want to, you know, make sales and get out there, make videos. And at first you'll be really uncomfortable, you know, and you won't like the way you sound, you won't like the way you look, and then after a while you just won't even care, and then you become LaFonda.
What's your new girl? What's your new girl's name?
Oh, I have another girl named Lulu, another
Lulu.
character. I have
Lulu.
an Indian character where I do like an Indian accent, and her name is Usha. And then I have Lulu, she's kind of like my inner blonde, which is not hard for me to do. And then I have LaFonda, that's my inner drag queen. And so the name of the page is LaFonda and Friends, and you know, one day they might maybe interact.
Well, I guess I need to bring Sippy Cup. See, y'all missed all the Sippy Cup. That's how it all got started for
Yeah.
me.
We didn't hear about the sippy cup.
I didn't hear about Sippy Cup.
Well, in Greece, okay, so when we all went to Greece, like you could all bring your husband, right? Well, me and Katie are not married, and then another Sherry Brown, she couldn't bring her husband, so she brought one of her friends. So it's us 4 girls just, you know, having a good time. Well, they just were dying over my accent the whole time. Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh.
Okay. He's having a dream. So they were down on my accent, and I just happened to pop off about he's dreaming, about the wine sippy cup. So I have it's like a wine glass inside of a tumbler, but when I say sippy cup, it's, it was sippy cup, and that's how it got all brought up. And I made my first video with my sippy cup, and then I made the team do a challenge.
Is he having a nightmare?
Mm-hmm.
Poor thing. Now, I did like that Love Your Face challenge. It was a nice way to get everybody making videos.
The Love Your Face, and there was the singing challenge. I eluded. Did you notice? I eluded the whole helium thing.
You did. You know what? I'm not going to let you live that down. You're still going to make a video. And
Maybe.
You can
Maybe.
make one without distorting your face. You can just distort your voice, kind of like Lulu. Lulu
No, I'm fine with the whole distortion thing. I was just glad I didn't have to get out of bed. That's all I was glad for.
It's funny, and I think it really helped a lot of people, be able to get themselves on camera. So my upline the other day had a selfie challenge with a picture of how Younique had changed your life, and she made a video over it. And she sent it all to us the other day, and she let us watch it. And I swear to you, almost every single picture or every other one was about confidence. It was women getting their confidence back. And I just think that that is something that Younique does to you. I mean, I know for me, and it's in my bio on the website, I was always a confident person, you know, and I never had a reason not to be, but I got beat down, you know. I mean, you know, relationships and things like that, and um, becoming a mom. I went to college. I have a degree. I didn't go for no reason. You know, I wanted to be in the corporate world. Crazy me. I'm so glad I didn't end up there. No idea why I wanted to be in corporate America. But you know, I mean, I wanted to have a career, and that's just something that was always a dream of mine. And you know, staying home and being a mom, and your life just totally revolves around, you know, your children. Y'all know how that is. And you do lose, you know, you do lose your confidence a lot of times. And I know just for me, having a baby and the changes to your body, you know, like those things just bring you down. And Younique didn't change my body or anything, but it gave me the confidence that I had lost. You know, I had always wanted to be successful, and I was finally able to be. And even though everyone said you can't do it, I did. And I was able to prove everybody wrong, but I was never out to prove anybody wrong. I did it for myself, and I did it for my baby, and I'm just such a happier person now. And I've seen that over and over and over again. It's almost every single story. It's a woman getting her confidence back and believing in herself again. So it's just one of my favorite things. I know. I know. It
Y'all are
gets
gonna
me
start
every time.
crying.
I know,
It's
but
true.
we're just truly based around our mission. And I was telling somebody, because where I live, nobody gets it. And I do live in a town of 2,000 people, and it's a one red light town, and everyone's country. I'm country. You can tell by the way I talk. But I never let that help me, you know, I never let that hold me back. And I was basically forced to move back here because I was having a baby and I needed help. And never thought I would ever want to come back here. I knew I couldn't get a decent job around here. And this was the opportunity to give me the things that I wanted. And, you know, to live in a remote area where you don't have access to anything, you can't leave the house, you know, all the time. And we're literally like, do this in our pajamas, you know, every day. So it's just amazing. And the things that I witness are amazing. It can change anybody's life who truly wants it. And the fact that we're just solely built around our mission, the company, our CEO and our co-founder and our corporate staff, just everything revolves around it. And I've seen other websites of other companies and I've seen their mission, but you don't see the mission into play like ours.
I love
I have a crying.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you'll be right back. No, because I grew up loving makeup, working at a makeup counter, and then I got my cosmetology license. But like you, when I had kids, I had them later in life. So I had my first at 33, and I quit doing my makeup. I quit, getting ready. And I know you had mentioned that whole get your girl back, and that so resonated with me because I thought, man, when I was in college, I used to like get all dolled up and dressed up and go out with my girlfriends and have a great time. And then I got married, and my husband, like, if I have no makeup on and I have jeans and a sweatshirt, he's like, oh, honey, you look beautiful. You look gorgeous. You're just lovely. And I didn't let myself go, but I felt like I don't have a need to get ready because I'm married. My husband loves me. We hardly ever go out, so what's the point in getting ready? But I felt like I had lost part of myself. And so when Younique came into my life and I was able to actually get all dolled up for a reason, and I started to even do it just for myself, I noticed that I actually felt better after I just got all ready. And then my husband looks at me and goes, yeah, you're pretty cute. And I'm like, oh my God, there's like a guy in the house flirting with me? Wow, like, hi, my name's Lori. Are we married? And it's like a joke around. It's like, it's really funny because I'm like, so all those times that you told me I looked good without makeup, you were lying. You know? He's like, no, you look good without it, but you look really good with it too.
They kind of feel like they have a new woman.
Yeah, I think so. But he'll see me play with my makeup, and it has given me my confidence back. There's days that I take, I'm not even lying, about 3 hours because I get that engrossed in it. And I will contour and I will sculpt and I will get my look down perfect. And I go out walking, and I'm telling you, I'm over 35, but I'm not going to give you my exact age. I don't get checked out that much, okay? But, and especially since I've had 3 kids, you know, my body changed a little bit too. I walked out, and I was all dressed to the nines, and I had my makeup on, my hair all curled, and guys were checking me out, and I was like, oh my God, guys are checking me out. Like, not that I wanted to have an affair, but I just felt beautiful again. And it was the day that I did like 3 layers of the mascara, and my eyes were like, woo. My eyes were on fleek.
Oh, those new words.
I know.
I don't know what you ladies had said, but same thing holds true for myself. Like, I've never thought myself to be ugly, but it's those changes that take place and the removal of of confidence. It's probably the word. Of your self-assuredness. All those things kind of get removed with each child, with each year, and I found that now I get to do all these what I call lash drops. I was explaining to Whitney, I do lash drops all the time. I get to dress up. It's not even dress up. It's a step up from yoga pants, okay? That's dressing up to us. So I get to actually, put on some slacks once in a while, or, just have a reason every day, I think, to share something awesome with somebody else. Not that what we do as mothers is not really awesome by itself, but now this is just such a different. I can't wait every single time for a woman to put these lashes on, and I literally stare. I stare at them. They're like, "Why are you so intense?" And I'm like, "Because your eyes are just so beautiful." And you can always tell a Younique eye. No matter where you go, you can tell who's wearing Younique. And you can see who's wearing falsies. You can see who's just wearing regular mascara. And I've been called out 100 times by my friends because they're all wearing Younique. And I just stare and stare and stare at them. And they're like, "You need to stop." Like, well, your eyes are gorgeous. Not that they weren't before, but now you've enhanced them so much with such a little change. Such a little change. Just a little thing like mascara changes women so much for the better.
It does. It just makes.
Pardon?
It just makes them pop. Just makes them pop.
Yeah, just that little thing. I don't know. I love it.
It's so simple, but it's crazy. I laugh, and I have another friend that's in network marketing, and she's like, "Can you believe from some mascara?" I'm like, "You ain't gotta tell me." It's just crazy, you know.
I had a girl at the vendor fair tell me that lashes, big lashes, are the new boobs. And I was like, what? She's like, back in the day when, like, getting big boobs was like the thing. Now having like full lashes is like the new boob. And I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right. It's like the trendy thing. You got to have the big lashes. So, but this is much cheaper and much healthier.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Suzanne and I
Okay.
joke about it though. We joke about going to Brazil and getting full mommy makeovers when we go black. We're gonna make videos about it. We're in Brazil and we're gonna get new butts, boobs, everything all done.
I have been black for a year now. I haven't done anything
Because
like
you're
that.
26, that's why. You don't need it.
No,
Right?
I just,
Tell her again, Lori. Tell her again.
You're 26 and you don't need it.
I have dreams of stuff. I just get so wrapped up in the business. I don't get to do anything
You get so wrapped up in what?
in the business.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
actually
always
cool.
it's always something new, Every day can be the day that something changes for somebody, so it's hard to let it go.
It is. I know. I think Nicole Smith talked about like men that are unique widows. But I am very fortunate. My husband is super supportive of me. Like when I was picking up Chinese for dinner tonight, because like I don't cook all the time anymore. I have frozen foods, and I confess that we eat Chinese a lot and Vietnamese food a lot. But I was like, oh my God, guess what? We're launching somewhere new. And he's like, where? Where are we launching? Like he's just so excited about it, and he never complains about me working a lot, which I do. I don't know if I'm like you, but I work from the morning I wake up, I'll make something to eat, and then I work. And then I'll go change a diaper, and then I'll work. And then I'll go take a child to school, and while I'm, in the parking lot, I'm texting or messaging girls. And I come back home and I set up a party and I work. And then I blog post and then I video and I just work, 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 work. But I know that it's not always going to be like that. It's just for me, I really relate it almost kind of like giving birth. We've all given birth. So when you're birthing that baby, you're going to push to get that baby out. And then once you've got that baby, it's like you got your baby. So I'm birthing a baby. And then once I've birthed my baby, then I can chill and raise my baby.
Right? It's like we're like, but it's not like the work will change, but the work will change. Because I don't think Whitney has it any
That's
easier.
weird.
Pardon?
I said Whitney's got more babies than both of us in the Younique world, and she's younger. It's kind of flipped.
Have y'all ever heard my comp plan?
No.
Baby policy? No?
No.
I guess I've probably never done a video over it. Well, I guess if anybody wants to hear how our comp plan works, pretty quick. So you have these, we have babies, which are your personally enrolled, and those babies become your first generation, which is an elite status, and then we get paid the 3% on those, and then they have more babies, which give you grandchildren. So your second generation is your grandchildren. And, you get grandchildren, like, you get to keep them sometimes, and you kind of take care of them, and you kind of oversee how they're raised, but you get to send them back home to their mama. And we make a little bit more money off them. So you usually have more grandchildren than you have children. And then you get great-grandchildren. And those are the awesome ones because you are old and you don't have to do hardly anything with your great-grandchildren because their mama and their grandma are already taking care of them. And you just kind of get to see them and play with them and, do all that. And then you have way more great-grandchildren than you have anything. And you get 5% on them. And so that's basically how it works when you just break it down.
And analogy. So are we your grandkids then, basically?
You are my great grandkid, and Andrea's my grandkid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Ashley's your personal,
Mhm.
right?
So she's your baby,
Mhm.
and then Andrea's your grandkid, and I'm your
Mhm.
great grandkid.
And Ashley signed up, and she just happened to be living in Salt Lake when she joined, and I was going to Unified for the elite trip for the to go, to training at corporate. And she had just signed up, and she's like, "Well, I live in Salt Lake. I would love to meet you." So she came up. We actually went a day early and hung out and explored Salt Lake and stuff. And she came up to the hotel we were at, and we had coffee. And she had just signed up, and we had coffee for like an hour.
How
That's so
nice.
cool. Now, how did you guys know each other?
She just found me in one of those swap sites. I don't remember which one it was,
Found you
but
in a buy-sell trade?
I think so. I think that's how it was.
Oh my
She
God.
was actually she was actually in the market for a makeup company, but she didn't even really know it. She didn't know Younique existed.
Oh
She
wow.
just she had
And
just
that's a really
she had
great
known
information because we worked with her.
she had known that she kind of knew she wanted to do a direct sales, but she wanted it to be makeup.
Huh.
And she just saw it and contacted me, and we started talking, and she signed up.
Wow.
She, yeah. So
Awesome.
that was it was right after I had been black. So she's been with me for a long time, for a year. Should be like a year. I want to say her anniversary is like the 26th, which would be today or something.
Probably. That's a trip.
I know.
We're gonna have to. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
didn't know
So.
that. That's nice to
So everything happens for a reason.
That was like a divine appointment.
Oh no.
And who's your sponsor?
Brianna.
Brianna, that's right, Brianna. And how did you guys meet?
I was on Facebook late one night looking for a piece of furniture. I wanted a hutch for my TV, and um, I was looking, and it was local swap sites here, and I saw the picture of mascara, and I was like, "What is that?" And I clicked on the girl's Facebook, couldn't see anything. All she had was a picture and what it was. So this was back when no one knew what it was. There was nothing. I mean, I don't even think there was a YouTube video except for the one from corporate.
Wow.
Yes. Like no one had stepped into any of that yet. And so I Googled, like everybody does, and I found the website, which I read everything on the website because I'm just weird like that. And I found the presenter's map, and I found somebody that was close to me. And because I was under the impression that, well, my sponsor needed to be close to me. And I contacted her, and she wrote me back, and she sent me the information from the website. And I was like, well, I already read that. It's not what I was looking for. So I knew I didn't want her to be my sponsor. So I just kept looking, and I went to the Facebook page, and I knew I wanted to be under somebody that was successful. And Brianna had been the top earner. She had sold the most products the month before, and they had shouted her out on the corporate page. And she just so happened to live in Texas. And so I just contacted her, and she called me, and we talked for 3 hours. And I was gonna order mascara to try it first, and I finally just said whatever, because I didn't have the money to do it. I mean, I was like broker than broke. I was on welfare, so I finally was like, you know what? I'll just put on my credit card, and if it's horrible, I'll just pay it off, later on. And I got that stuff in, 4 days later, and I put it on, and the rest is history. So,
Wow, that is so cool that you just so many people start off that way where it's like, I didn't really have the money or it was a lot of money to spend or invest at the time, and you take that leap of faith and then look at where you are now.
mhm. It was definitely. I mean, and the time that I was putting in, everyone told me I was stupid. Like you're putting in way too much time, and I'm like, look, I took a piece of paper and I figured out the comp plan, and it's gonna be worth it, you know. So, and it was.
Yep.
So it was worth it to me, and being paid every 3 hours. Back then, it was only at nighttime. So we got paid at 9 o'clock at night. So you would like get ready to go to bed, and then you would get paid, and you wouldn't go to bed. You would stay up and keep working every night. It got me every single night. I know, sucked back into working all night long. And that's just, I just never gave up. I have been through back order after back order after back order. We had lash gate. We had no mascara. The month I went black, we had 17 days of no mascara. Um, when I started, we had one person in support, and it was like a voicemail like a home voicemail that it went to. Like it was like, I mean, we didn't. It was Melanie and Derek. We didn't have a corporate staff. It was Melanie, Derek, and Shalane. No, Sherilyn. Shalane's his wife. Oh, I get so confused. But so I mean, I've just been through it all and ups and downs, especially whenever just like going into a new country. There's gonna be kinks, and we can't work out shipping before we open, and we don't know how many people are going to join the first day and how backed up it's going to you're not going to get your package in 5 days the first time. It just doesn't work like that, and things happen, and we run out of products. We release a new product and it starts getting in people's hands, and it's like exceptional, and we run out of it. It just happens. And I've been through it all, and no matter how stressful it got, I've never been negative, and I've never given up, and I think that's a lot of the reason for it. So, because there's a lot of, the people that have started at the same, there's, people that got black before I did. I just never gave up, and I believe that. I believe if you're persistent and you have consistency, that it will work out for you.
I'm glad you said that about, when you open up somewhere new, you can't anticipate anything that's going to take place. And when it does, guess what? It's new. It's new to you. It's new to me. It's new to everybody. And you put it so simply just now that I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Because when you're in the mix with this UK thing, when you're in it and it's your first time, you're just like, oh, there's got to be something we can do. There's got to be something we can do. And you just said it. Mm-hmm. No, this is the first time for everybody. Mm-hmm. And we're all rolling with the punches. So when the punches stop, then let's celebrate. Mm-hmm. But until then, you kind of let people know, hey, it's the first time for everything and for everyone. That's awesome. So when we launch wherever we're launching, yes, just know it's the first time for everybody. Expect a kink, and if there isn't one, then awesome. But if there is, then what can you do? You just wait and look at the success of everywhere else. It'll get there.
And we had, I think, the first person in the UK went black in 3 days. Or 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
Yes.
Do you think the steps will remain the same? Where we just do presenters first and then, or no, customers first? No, it's presenters first, then customers.
It will always be like that, Derek told us. So, okay, I guess I can
Okay.
talk about that. So we have a pre-launch. Um, we get as much information as we can. They give us a time frame, and we basically just you basically start building. Like, you want to join, so you start sharing the opportunity with everyone there. There's no point in even worrying about getting products and, like, it's just about sharing the opportunity. So we pre-launch, you get ready, you learn as much as you can. We do, I know we went with Australia, we did training in our pre-launch group. We were very active in it every day, adding new people every day, and, just making sure everyone was prepared. And then we'll have the sign up. And for that month, it will be all about recruiting. So your first month, you're just going to recruit. You are able to sell in open market. So we open in Europe and you have a friend in the UK, you can open a party and all their UK friends or Australia or Canada or United States, anybody in an open market can order and have parties. So you can build your volume that way and you will get paid for it. But you will not be able to host parties in your own country or have any orders. If they want products, they're going to have to sign up as a presenter. And then the second month, we will open up for sales, and you'll be good to go from then on out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just how it was in the UK.
Mhm. Mhm.
That was actually good. I'm glad that they did it that way, and it creates kind of an anticipation for the product because they have their kits and they're able to try it. They're able to kind of a lot of them got pre-sales and pre-orders, and so when they launched that next month where they could sell, the sales were like really great. They were just like woo, and it was right before the holidays, so it was a very successful launch.
Mhm. It was awesome, and I fully expect the next to be even bigger and even better.
I think so too.
Oh,
I
and
think
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Hmm.
Valentine's Day is coming up too.
Mhm.
That's another big time. Yay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Awesome. It's just going to be, oh, I'm excited.
And we have incentive trip time. So if launch is, you know, within incentive trip, I think someone from Australia, well, a couple people from Australia actually earned the Bermuda cruise last year. And we we launched in April. They could sell in May, and then the closing of the cruise was May 31st. And they were able
Wow.
to still earn the trip. Mhm.
Well, awesome.
Mhm. So, and we have the whole ship.
Maybe
I can't
that's
even
why it's
imagine what that's like.
the
You've been
book.
on one of those. Like, what's it like to be on a whole ship of unique presenters?
Well, this last one was not, it was not a whole
Oh,
ship. There
was
was
it?
only, maybe like 200 of us, maybe, if that many.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. So, but this time Derek rented the whole entire ship.
Oh my
Well,
God.
maybe
So,
that's why. Maybe they'll launch it right away and we'll fill it with like everybody from every.
I think they
Wouldn't that be
want,
great?
yes. And the qualifications, I have a video on my channel of how to earn it as with it's a spreadsheet, and you can see how to earn what it takes in different, like, say we did launch and they had a short amount of time, how they could earn it with just sales.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
watched it. She breaks it down pretty well. I'm not very good with spreadsheets. See, Whitney's pretty good with spreadsheets and numbers and charts. Um, I'm not. That does we balance each other out pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
And I'm like, I'm very visual though, so if I do get the chart, I could probably figure it out.
It's super easy, I
It's
promise.
super easy. So I know I'm going to get my ticket to convention before the end of this month, and that's 1,000 points.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I'm just going to keep hitting green and above for the rest of the time and making sure my girls are reaching their promotions, and we're all going to be on the boat.
That's right.
I don't even know. I keep getting the runaround for, I want to go to convention. I keep getting the runaround for my whole situation. It sucks. I'm a glitch.
It's
I'm
so
glitching.
important.
I know.
So important. It most everybody who goes promotes when they leave. I had girls that went that were blue and they were green or orange by the end of the month. So it just, and I mean everybody promoted. Honestly, it's just so much, you know, packed into one. And one of the best things about it is just being with the other presenters and meeting other people. You know, there's nothing like the face-to-face interaction. We can Facebook all day, but that interaction and sitting in front of each other is just a million times better, and you just learn so much, and it's motivating and it's uplifting, and you learn and everyone shares, and it really always changes like the position that person is in.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go.
I think I'm gonna just buy my ticket, and if it works out, it works out. Not, no, if it doesn't work out, then whatever. But I think I'll get my ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And
That way
hope
you
that
have
the universe opens the door at the right time.
that way you have a commitment to go.
Well, that's not the issue. The border, I'm a glitch in your guys' system, so they don't.
She's locked out of the country.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but she's locked out somehow. The United States border won't let her in. I don't know.
What if you drive?
Same difference. I've tried.
Really?
Tried to even walk across.
What? I'm not even gonna go into that. Okay, I live in Texas, and you can all put two and two together.
So when we go to the convention, like, do a lot of the girls just share rooms and stuff, and just kind of like roommate together?
Yeah.
I need roommates. Might as
Yeah.
well, you know.
You can always post in the team event for it, and we will have like team gatherings. I'm gonna stay downtown so we can quickly have things downtown, go eat, and I'll be trying to get a suite. And last year I had a suite, and we had a come and go for an hour. I had a little gift for everybody that was there, and my mom and my little boy were there, so like everybody got to meet them, and Aiden was passing out koozies to every girl that walked in the door, and he was giving everybody kisses and taking selfies, and we just had a good old time.
How old's your little boy?
He's 3.
Oh, my little boy will be 3 in February.
Oh, so will Lawrence. Lawrence is February.
He's turning 3 February 29th, but yeah, he's a leap year baby.
Oh.
I'll have a 3-year-old in April.
Oh.
April what?
Pardon?
April what?
April 16th.
Oh, mine's the 7th.
Ah.
Always have to ask.
I want to bring my kids. My kids are totally into the business. Like when I get new charms in the mail, they all get excited about it. And then my son the other day told me the funniest thing. He goes, "Mommy, we had a substitute today at school." And I said, "Oh, really? Was she nice?" He goes, "Yeah, she was really nice." And he goes, "She was really pretty." He goes, "I think she wears mascara." He's only 6.
Did I tell you what my son does?
Huh?
Did I tell you what my son does? He stuffs his pockets full of my business cards. And he hands them out. He goes, "Hey, you're pretty. Do you
You're
want to be
pretty
on my
pretty.
mom's team? Yeah, really pretty. Do you want to be on my mom's team?" And they're like, "Huh? For what?" Like, "It's for mascara. Here, call her."
That is so
That's
cute.
crazy.
Well, I think I'm going to have to head out, guys. My battery's dying.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Um,
to.
so, I guess, when should we do another? Do you think there's going to be any more leaked information, or should we just do another hangout on the 30th? When should they tune back in?
I think we should do something once we know. So we'll know at noon, so we could do something that afternoon.
Later on that day?
Mm-hmm.
Or the evening, depending on how our children are doing, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Or my dog, who needs to go to the bathroom.
Okay. We'll be back on the 30th, sometime on the 30th.
Sounds awesome. I'm
Okay,
excited.
thanks, Whitney. Yay.
Bye,
I love
lady.
doing this.
Bye.
Love doing this.
I
Later,
know.
guys.
Bye.